What's up, Epic 7? Happy Halloween once again. We're now ready for Nature's Decline and Decay Hell Mode. I'm going to try to put together a full auto team for you that clears relatively quickly and doesn't use any limited units and doesn't use any ML5 units and doesn't use any limited artifacts and nothing from collaborations. I'm trying to make this as clean as possible for relatively new players, but once again I'll warn you that relatively new players are not supposed to do this content at the higher levels. If you struggle with hell, check out my hard video linked in the description below. You'll still be able to get almost all of the resources and it's still worth farming. But if you can put together a better team, if you can put together a team like this one with maybe some substitutions, then you should be able to full auto hell level and get all of the rewards from this event. So let's jump right in and talk about the team. First on the team, the important thing is you need to have units that can use non-attack skills to clear the stigma. So first on this team is you will have the highest attack unit cursed. Now there's two ways around that. One, make sure the highest attack unit also has a non-attack skill. For example, you could use Zahak or Green Violet. Just make sure that that is the highest attack unit on the team. They'll use a non-attack skill and that'll clear the curse. Otherwise, put a unit on there with super high attack that you don't care about getting cursed. Senya is perfect for this. With Senya, you can easily make her the highest attack unit and she can have curse on and you can still finish it off with two strong DPS units. Otherwise, you can move some gear around to make sure Zahak or Violet have the highest attack on your team, and then you do not need a unit to just carry the curse. In this situation, we're going to use Senya as our curse bearer. I just put an attack neck and an attack ring on her. You could put attack boots, but it wasn't necessary. That got her to the 5200 attack and still keeps her with enough bulk, enough tankiness that she can take some hits. That's all she really needs. She is just there to absorb the curse and then be a cheerleader as the rest of the team kills off the boss. My second unit is going to be Green Celine. Any good, strong nuking unit would work. I like Celine because she's self-attack buffs, and she just does a tremendous amount of damage. You can see I'm a little bit shy on the attack, so that she is lower attack than the 5200 attack on the Senya, so she will not receive the curse. But she does not have a self non-attack skill. If I decide to go somebody other than Senya, I would need to have a higher attack than Celine. I could run Zahak with an attack neck and attack boots and probably get him above Celine's attack, and then I could run, I don't know, Violet or Sid or somebody else. But since I got Senya absorbing the curse, I'm just running my standard Zahak, which is not very impressive. I'm sure you guys can build one better, but there you go. Team number two, you just need a lot of AoE. You need a lot of AoE and some cleansing to take care of the mushrooms. Once the mushrooms are dead, you can kind of run this team over. If you've got Fire Lilius, she's great. She does an AoE and her passive lets her damage scale off of the highest attack on the team. So you can actually get a tremendous amount of damage out of her S3. If you got imprints on her, send them to the back because that actually helps her out more. I know she's an HP scaler, but her S3 attack, that's her big attack, scales off the enemy's attack, so why not help the enemy have higher attack so she can have higher attack? Artifact doesn't matter that much. I went ahead and went with Ancient Dragon's Legacy. I don't even think this matters at all. Just put a lot of damage on her. We've got Mercedes, standard build Mercedes. Mine's on counter set, yours doesn't have to be. The important thing about Mercedes is that she lays down enough damage that hopefully she takes out the mushrooms when combined with Lilius. And the third unit, you just want somebody that's a good fire AoE damage dealer. The new Flan would be amazing for this. But I said I wanted to do it without limited units, but you could run the new Flan with her skills turned off and just run over everything. The damage from her would be crazy. You could also run Fire Charlotte for this. Fire Charlotte has lots of AoE attacks. She would be a really good pick. So anybody you can think of that does good AoE damage, but I'm going to run Haste because it's Halloween and I want to run a vampire. The final team, you need to have somebody who can defense break. If you don't have a Saria, I don't know what to say. At this point in the game, you should have a Saria. If you've got a Saria, the best in slot artifact would be Song of Stars. Doesn't require it, but if you have it, it would be really, really good to pick up. So enough effectiveness to stick the debuff, enough speed to go first, Song of Stars, and she is our principal defense breaker. I know she's on a pen set with 50% crit chance. Don't at me. I just threw some gear on her, okay? She doesn't need the pen set. Next, you'll want a good, solid nuking damage dealer. In this situation, I'm using Sirmia on Daydream Joker. Daydream Joker does work here. It works at 50% power, but even at 50% power, Daydream Joker still hits like a truck. I put her on her number 1 EE because you aren't one-shotting, and when she laps around again, a chance to do the extra hit can just speed this along, though it's not really required. And for a final unit, I'm using Carmen Rose as my cleanup unit. Now, a 3-star specialty change unit that's meta for expeditions. People still say, what if I don't have Carmen Rose? Then don't run Carmen Rose. Run any super high-end nuking DPS. Run Galililius. Run, you know what, you could also run a delaying unit, right? You could run Fire Litica, because you can CR manipulate this boss. So Sirmia drops in a nuke, and then Fire Litica throws the boss to the back of the line, Fire Sirmia laps and hits it again for free, and you didn't take any inbound damage. Make sure you have your Adventurer side story currency boosting pet equipped. Let's fire it up and see how it works. Everything born must someday die. Deterioration and decay will show you true freedom. Dark. Okay, let's turn on auto, see how it works. The curse goes on to Senya because she is the highest attack unit. Because of the curse, Senya can't crit, but that's okay, Senya can't crit anyway. Senya even cleansed the curse with her passive. How nice is that? And Zahak comes in with his S3. Doing pitiful damage because my Zahak is pretty pitiful. And this should push phase. Very clean. And we're on to phase 2. Haste does his thing. Hopefully we get some defense breaks. God, we got defense breaks on everybody, so this will probably wipe before Mercedes even gets a turn. Yep. Even if it hadn't wiped, Mercedes would have definitely wiped at this point. Take some hits. Magic for friends, an extra hit from haste which heals, and then a dual attack, and we push phase. Very, very, very clean. And on to round 3. Asaria, being the fastest unit, should apply defense break and hopefully target. Hopefully we don't get 15%. And there we go, defense break and target. This is going to let Zealot Carmen Rose hit with a tremendous amount of damage, pushing the boss up. We take another hit. Sirmia uses her S2, giving herself Gab. Oh, nope, that's right. She has 3s first because the UI is stupid, but that's okay. Look how much damage we did. We've got to just take one more hit, and then it's over. Very, very clean. If you build your Sirmia with just a little bit more damage, or maybe put Daydream Joker on Zealot Carmen Rose, you'll probably be able to clear without that extra cycling. And there you go. Pretty, pretty clean team. 489 twigs. Better than the 69 twigs we got on the first run, am I right? So hopefully this team helps you out. Hopefully this lets you speed farm it. If you've got ideas for faster, better teams, post them in the comment section and let me know. Be aware that there's a lot of limited units, a lot of ML units, a lot of collaboration units that might do this even faster. Check the comment sections for people's ideas on how to do that. Myself, I wanted to give you an accessible way to get at this using only RGB available units and trying to give some options as we went through. I hope this helps out. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll be on to Epic Hell next.